It's fine. I'll download it after. So do we want to all sit in one side or you guys want to stay?
Everybody just, yeah, come to one side so I can see you. Come on that side in those empty chairs. Don't be shy.
Yeah, just. Thank you. No, let's see. So we got the front row. That's the front row right there.
I want to make sure I can see you guys at least.
And I'll be the marker. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay, so everybody go that way.
I think it's perfect right there. I got a good view of the room.
Yeah, it's usually, and this is like, I've taught in bigger rooms before. Okay, yeah, it's recording and we have action and we have lights and we have
Camera action.
amigos. Is somebody sitting there?
Yeah, I think someone was sitting there. They're in the bathroom.
No, here, there.
Oh, there? Oh, I don't think so. What? I saw the bags there too.
It's not COVID anymore. You don't have to be 6 feet apart. Somebody sitting there?
That's my seat.
Yeah, but he's driving, so do you mind if somebody else? Okay. Okay,
I think we can start marking what you're going to call it for this.
can you see me? Wait,
No.
Okay, go back. Okay, so we got red shirt and then higher. You're hiding. Switch over a little bit that way.
Like 2 more seats, pretty much.
Who's sitting in that
Come on
chair?
in. Come on in the picture.
Go. Mr. Ferguson, welcome to Cal State Fullerton.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dr. P. Dr.
Fantastic.
Papadopoulos.
Papadopoulos. Okay, so now I think you can see everyone. Perfect.
Okay. Okay. All right. Everybody there? You can
Well,
see me as well?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, hello, everybody. Thanks for having me here. It is a pleasure to meet you guys, to see you guys. Dr. P is a wonderful friend, and you guys have an amazing teacher. So, a lot of life experience, a lot of things you can learn from her. She's a wonderful person, wonderful teacher. So, make sure you soak in that information. I remember being where you guys are. I remember being in college, and it's been a little over a decade, and I can't believe how much has happened for my life. So I want to inspire you guys today. I want you guys to understand your own potential, because throughout our childhood, throughout school, we don't always get the best information. And even if we do, we don't always believe it or we don't always act on it. But a lot of us who have been out of college for a while understand how the world works, understand how ourselves work, and therefore we understand how to reach our own potential. And so today I want to help you guys understand your own potential, because I have a company called Full Potential Living, high performance coaching, and it's called Full Potential Living. And I've been on this path for years. And today I want to tell you about my story, and I want to tell you about what it means to live a full potential life and how you can really stretch your mind to accomplish and be a lot more than you thought you might have been. So we're gonna dive into it today. But before I do that, how many of you guys are excited to graduate from college or get a full-time job, maybe land a career, right? You're trying to get out of college, right? Trying to,
College, full-time job? Don't know. That was me, sorry.
trying to get into better shape, start a business, right? Stay healthy, have a positive mindset. All these things are wonderful things. Now, how about on the other side? How many of you guys ever experience self-doubt or social anxiety, or, I've experienced these things. not setting boundaries, you know? You guys ever experience any of these lower kind of emotions? Anybody? Hey, it's okay. It's part of being a human. It doesn't mean that if you have anxiety, social anxiety or if you have self-doubt, that's part of being a human being. It's part of it. Fear of failure. So I want to tell you guys today a little bit about my story as I get into it. But so you know me first, what makes me unique? Why am I here today? What makes me unique? So just so you know a little bit about me. I'm a people person. I am a communication specialist, a mindset specialist, high performance life coach, podcaster, speaker, sales and entrepreneurship I've been in, highly spiritual, and I believe that this is a key to life, is to understanding a higher power. Have a big mission and ambition to powerfully and positively impact millions of people every year. I'm deeply caring and compassionate, highly driven. I love personal development. I love to see myself grow. I don't know about you guys. I love to see myself grow. I'm here to serve. I'm here to give my greatest gifts to the world. I want to help you guys find your own gifts. A world traveler, prime time and CU Buffs fan. Is there any Buffs fans out there?
They don't know Colorado.
Prime time, Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders used to play football when I was a kid. Deion Sanders, anybody heard of Deion Sanders?
Got a
Because
couple people. Got a couple of people.
they don't, yeah, but now he has 2 sons. He's the coach for a college in Colorado, and it's like a big thing.
It's a huge movement right now. But anyway, Buffs fan. I studied ancient yoga in India. I have a very interesting background. Meditation. I took meditation courses in Nepal at the top of the Himalayas and in Kathmandu. Teacher in Botswana, Africa. Former professional baseball player. A family-oriented man. How did all that happen? That's a lot. You know, how did all that happen in the last 10 years since I left college when I was where you guys are? It happened because I learned how to believe in myself. I learned to follow my passions and my inspirations. I learned to have the courage to step into my full potential. And I want to help you guys with that today. So when I look back, when I was 9, guys, I remember being a kid. I lived actually in Tampa, Florida at the time. And I was with a single mother and an older brother. And we lived in a small little townhome. It wasn't the easiest of times growing up. We went through a lot of tough times. But then my mother got into real estate and she ended up doing really well. And she moved us finally out of this small little townhome to Colorado. And I remember right before we moved, I remember being about 9 years old, thinking to myself, man, this is hard. I've got to do something. I've got to do something with my life. And I want to be a pro athlete. I knew when I was 9 years old, I had a mission. I wanted to be a pro athlete. I didn't know what sport, but I wanted to be a pro athlete. And we moved to Colorado. I have to meet all these new people. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, right? Meeting new people, doing that in college. It's not always easy. But I had a positive mindset and I stayed positive. And I started to meet these people. I started to make friends. It started to going well. And let's fast forward to my junior year of high school. So I ended up growing up in Colorado, basically. And we moved. We finally had a nice house in Colorado. We had to come from this small little house and had this nice house. And we lived near the mountains. And we're finally doing well. And so I grew up there. It wasn't until my junior year of college that I finally started to get some traction. This whole time I had this idea, I want to be a pro athlete. I would say that over and over and over. And along the way, I had a ton of self-doubt. I had a ton of fear. But I learned that those things don't have to stop me. They don't have to stop me from achieving my goal. I would visualize, I would pray, I would ask God, I would ask the universe, I want to be a pro athlete. I would look up at the moon. I want to be a pro athlete. I want to be a pro athlete. I want to be over and over and over. I just had a commitment to it. And you guys can do that too. I decided what I wanted and I just went for it until I got it. And you can do the same thing. It just takes time. Whatever your passions are, you can make them happen if you just commit a certain amount of time to them. And so through up until my junior year of high school, I didn't even get on the field on varsity because we had a top 10 team in the nation. I couldn't even play in the game. I wasn't even able to get in the starting lineup because of how good we were. And if any of you guys have played sports out there, in high school, if you're not playing by junior or senior year, or even earlier, it's tough to get into college and get a scholarship. So I knew my time was limited. And is there any sports fans out there? Baseball, football? What do you guys got? A couple of you guys?
Volleyball.
How about you guys going to the gym? Who likes to go to the gym or go for a walk or go for a run, something like that? Oh, it's raising the hand. I'll
I
lower
think
it.
it's you guys can yell.
Yeah.
Do what I do. It's okay.
Yeah, somebody let's hear from somebody actually real quick. Who likes to go to the gym? Somebody what's some of your favorite workouts? Somebody raise your hand.
I don't go often, but when I go, I like to focus on back and biceps. Those are really good workouts for me.
Back and biceps. What makes you want to go to the gym?
I definitely just want to get more in shape. I feel like it makes me feel a little bit more productive rather than just staying home and doing work.
Nice. Does it make your mental health? Does it help your mental health?
Yeah, it definitely helps. I mean, the times that I've gone, like it builds up your confidence. Personally, I feel like.
Yeah. Awesome. That's awesome. Having a routine, high performance habits, having healthy routines of getting to the gym, even going on walks, it's crucial to everything you do in life. When you just have a rhythm of movement, your mental health's going to be better, your work is going to be better, your school is going to be better, your relationships, because there's blood flowing through your body. I love that. Love that. So going back to my story, in high school, I had this troubling time of trying to get into the starting lineup. Some of you guys might have trouble in some kind of grade. You're trying to get good grades. You're trying to, pass your exam, whatever you're trying to do that you're kind of struggling at. I was going through that. It was a tough time, but I finally had an opportunity my junior year because I had this dedication of this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I finally got an opportunity. There was a guy, our center fielder, I played center field, the guy in the outfield who catches it, throws it far, runs really fast. I played that position. The guy who was starting my junior year, he went out there and he ended up halfway through the game. He was rounding third. He was about to score. Rounding third. He ends up going home. And if you guys have ever just even watched baseball, he ends up hitting the catcher, and the catcher just falls back. In high school, you can't do that. It's like a penalty. You get kicked out of the game. So immediately he's kicked out of the game. And my coach walks over and he's looking around the dugout, Coach Bullock. And then he looks at me and he's like, Fergie, you're in. Eric Ferguson. My name was Fergie back then.
Oh, great.
Immediately I got up and I was in. I was like, oh my God, this is my chance. This is my chance. When life presents the opportunities, be prepared. Be prepared. Do the best you can to be prepared. And then just go for it. Just go for it with nothing to lose. I got my opportunity. I jumped in. The first at bat, I hit it pretty hard. The guy ended up catching it. Second at bat, I come up, and it's 10-0. We have one more run. When we score, we're gonna take the 10-run lead, and we're gonna end the game essentially. And all it took was one more run, and I come up in a second to last inning, and it's against our rival. It's under the lights. The guy just got thrown out, and I'm sitting there walking up to the plate, my first time playing varsity, and I'm just kind of shaking, nervous. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do something good here. In the midst of all these emotions, it didn't matter because I was able to keep my mind focused. And the first pitch goes by, goes really fast, right by my head. Guy catches it, but it's a ball, it's high. And I'm like, oh man, he's going to throw another one. I step back in. He ends up throwing a pitch. It's a changeup, a 1-0 changeup. Changeup's like a slower pitch. And the ball drops, and I just see it. It's almost like it was just slow motion. When the ball drops, and I could see it, and I just swung. And to my knowledge, I threw my bat, and the ball sailed into the darkness over the fence. And I just hear everybody cheer, and I'm like, what just happened? What just happened? I round, and I score, hit the home run, win the game. And all of that came out of not having a clue of how that was going to happen. Not having a clue. So many times in my life I said, I want to be a pro athlete. I want to accomplish this goal. You don't have to know how. But when life gives you the opportunity, just jump in and go for it. Prepare yourself as much as you can for that goal that you have to graduate college, to make more money, to start that business. You can do it. You can do it. And so since I was 18, after leaving college, I had this idea in my mind. I want you guys to formulate your own ideas of what we're talking about today. Really try to formulate that. And I had this idea of like, what do I want to create with my life? So think to yourself, what do you want to create with, if you could create anything, if you could wave a wand, what do you want to create with your life? And when I was 18 years old, I remember people telling me things. After this home run experience, I was going to college. I remember people telling me, oh yeah, when you turn 30, this is how you're supposed to act. Oh, your body's supposed to start hurting. Yeah, your knees are going to start hurting. You got to be unhappy in your job. All those things are not true. The truth is, you are the creator of your life, your entire life. You're in the driver's seat. Sometimes we know that. Sometimes it feels like we're not. But the reality is that you have the ability to control your life. You have the ability to put yourself in the driver's seat and go, what do I want to create? Okay, maybe I'm not going to accomplish it tomorrow. Maybe I'm not going to accomplish it even in 6 months. But what would really make me feel fulfilled in life? And that's the first part of full potential living is fulfillment. When I was 18, I thought to myself, I'm not going to live like them. I want to live an incredible life my whole life. I want to be healthy. I want to be well. I want to love life. I don't have to play by their rules. I can create my own. I am the creator of my life. You guys remember that. And then I went on. After college, I went to I was chasing my dream. It was ups and downs. Don't get me wrong. This was not an easy ride. I was going from school to school. I was making the team, and then I was practicing every day. I was lifting, I was eating, all the things you had to do to accomplish the goal. And then one day, I finally graduated college, and I was able to play professional baseball. I got signed as a free agent. Actually, a year after college, I got signed as a free agent because I trained for a year and redid everything. And I got to play pro baseball. And I finally had realized I was, after over 8 years of visualizing, praying, taking massive action, doing all the things I need to do. Nobody told me how to get there. I didn't even really have that many coaches that were guiding me. I just figured it out myself. You guys can do it. You guys can do whatever you put your mind to. It's not just some saying. I've done it. You can do it too. I was in your shoes going, how the heck am I going to be a pro athlete? How the heck am I going to start a business? How the heck am I going to make 6 figures? How the heck am I going to do these things? How am I going to do it? I don't know, but I figured it out, and you can do it too. And so I realized that I wanted to have some level of success with my passion too. I wanted to have success. And as I kept moving along, after pro baseball was an interesting time too, because I remember walking on the field, played 2 years of pro baseball, but I remember walking on the field and just kind of looking up. I was towards the end of the second year. Something was a little different that day. It's almost like I got a download. I was connecting with a higher power, God, universe, whatever you guys believe in. I was connecting with my higher power. And I just kind of looked up. I put my hands on my hips. This was stretching before the game, before one of the 70 or 80 games I played that summer. And I just looked up at the lights and I was like, who am I beyond the game? Who am I? I have no idea. I have no idea. I didn't know who I was outside of sports, outside of baseball. I had no clue. And so actually that year I stopped playing after the second year, and I went and traveled. Again, I didn't know where the road was going to lead next, but I went and traveled. And I went to Nepal, I went to India, I went to Botswana, Africa. I was a teacher there. It's a unique story. But one time in particular, I think you guys will resonate with, was a time when I was in Nepal. I was actually climbing, like walking up the Himalayas, because nowadays you can travel anywhere, guys. You can go anywhere. You just, you got to save up a little bit of money, but you can go travel anywhere. I decided to go to Nepal because I just love mountains, and I love to hike, get up in the mountains, and those mountains are incredible. And I went there just all on my own. I decided I was going to trek Annapurna Base Camp, which is about 15,000 feet high, no, about 14,000 feet high. Just went by myself. I met all these amazing people, but as I got to the top, I climbed it, I met all these amazing people, and I came down. During that whole experience, being in Nepal for about almost 2 months, I had this experience that totally changed everything, the trajectory of the rest of my life. And I remember I had met somebody who was my girlfriend at the time. She lived in Germany, and I was visiting from the United States, and we met in Nepal. Wild. And we kind of fell in love right away. We fell in love. It was just something special. And we climbed together, we climbed back down. But we had hung out for the next 3 weeks in this foreign place in Shukranagar, Nepal. We were on this rice farm. We're doing these crazy fun adventures. We, at the time we didn't have that much money. We were just able to have whatever we needed and travel around. But I had a very particular time then when I just remember thinking, from this point on, I need to let go of those negative parts of who I used to be. I used to have a lot of self-doubt. I used to have a lot of not being able to show my true self. I used to be afraid to show the truest and best of who I am. I used to be afraid as a man to show my heart, to show that I cared for people. I used to be afraid of that. I used to be afraid to be in my masculine energy. I used to be afraid of all that. So I would kind of put on a mask. And at that time in Nepal, I realized that mask, it was time to lay it down. wasn't really doing me any good. It doesn't doing me any good anymore. I just need to be myself. I need to be the truest and best of who I am. And from that moment forward, before that, let me back up a minute. I remember I couldn't even look in my girlfriend's eyes. That's how weak I felt at that time. When I was traveling, I was in Nepal. I was like, what's going on? What's next with my life? I had this social anxiety. This is after I played pro baseball, after I'd been around the world, and I'm still having these feelings and these emotions. I'm going through this big change. I'm sure it's just part of humanity. It's part of being a human. It's okay to have a range of emotions. And I was just going through this tough experience. I couldn't even look her in the eye because of how hard it was for me of what I was going through. Like, I couldn't even talk to her and look her in the eye at that time. It was tough. It was this anxiety I would feel and this sadness. And I realized I was just going through this transition. I was just going through a chapter, a darker chapter. And so I came back to the United States finally. I was like, okay, it's time for me to start that new career, and came back. And from that point on, I decided to merge the best of who I wanted to be. I started to create a new version of me. And you guys can create a new version of yourself right now. You can decide who you want to be moving forward from this moment. You can always start over right now. Go, who am I going to be 5 years now? This guy who's talking to me, Coach Eric Ferguson, he's, 10 years older than me? Whatever, 12, 15 years older than me. Where do I want to be when I'm his age? Where do I want to be?
31, 21,
19.
19, 25,
Gotcha.
only 22.
We got a range of ages. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So whatever age you are doesn't really matter. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Where do you want to be 10 years from now? So in a minute, we're about to break that down and help you guys with an activity to start thinking about that. But first of all, I want to tell you what it means to live a full potential life. What does it mean? What does living a full potential life mean for me? And then I want to help you guys understand, what does that mean for you, so that you can move forward from this day and have a way to reach your unique potential. So for me, after this whole process, after traveling, after pro baseball, after this wild journey, went back to school, I tried some things, and then I finally found my way and found my career, my next career. And then I got into coaching as a high performance coach, starting a podcast, all the stuff that I do now years later. But on that journey, I thought, what is a full potential? What does it even mean? Because I started this podcast 3 years ago. I'm like, what does it even mean to live a full potential life? And I started to look at, there's 4 pillars. And I want you guys to pull out a pen or pull up the notes on your laptop, and let's write these 4 pillars down. Because this is about you. I'm here speaking about my experience and what it means to live a full potential life. But you're writing this down not for me, you're writing it down for you. You're writing it down for the future you that you're going to become. You're going to decide who you want to be. So number 1 of living a full potential life is fulfillment. So you can write fulfillment. Fulfillment. So to me, well, the official definition is having a sense of meaning or significance plus accomplishment. Meaning and significance plus accomplishment. Think about fulfillment. Fulfillment is having, like, yeah, I feel fulfilled. It's a sense of meaning, like, oh yeah, that feels good. Like that there's some greater meaning to this, and it's, oh, I accomplished something. Fulfillment. Right? So fulfillment for me also encompasses many things. Fulfillment encompasses, man, I love my life the entire time. And in a minute, you guys will write down what that is for you. But for me, I wanted to love my life the entire time. I want to have a good time. I want to accomplish things, but I want to love my life. I want to feel joy. I want to feel bliss. I want to feel abundance. What if I could create that all the time? What if fulfillment? I want to feel alive. I want to love my life. That's number one, fulfillment, living a full potential life. And there's a lot of things in there. There's health, right? There's relationships. There's social and romantic relationships in there. There's health. There's a lot of things in fulfillment. You guys are about to figure out what it means for you as well. Emotional states. But number two, write this down. Number two is success. Success. But here's the catch. Success is something you need to start defining on your own. You need to start defining what is success for you. Because you could hear success. I heard success from other people my whole life. This is what success is. This is what it's about having a house and a white picket fence, right? It's about having this money in your bank account. Success is what you define it as. And the sooner you get clear on that, the less you're going to compare other people to you. So for me, success is living in true alignment with who I am and giving my best gifts to the world. Am I going after my passions all the time, doing what I love? And am I making the world a better place with it? Those are my two non-negotiables in success. Right? Start thinking about yours. So I'm living in true alignment and giving value to the world. Like, you guys need to understand, maybe some of you do, but when you're working, when you're doing some type of career or job, what you're really doing is you're giving value, solving a problem to the world, right? You're solving a problem, you're giving value. Now, there's a difference between giving value to the world in your work and not really enjoying it compared to giving value from your passions, giving value from skills and enjoyment that you actually have. If you can, do your best to find something that you're really passionate about, because it makes work a heck of a lot more fun. So that's what success is to me, right? It might be a little different for you, but success, right? My own definition of success, nobody else's. Number three, write this down. Number three is generational impact. Generational. So start thinking bigger. Start expanding your mind, because you can accomplish so much more than you know. And I'm just on the precipice of where I'm going. But generational impact. So positive impact, not just with your family, not just the people in your classroom around you, not just your, other students, people you walk by. You can impact them in a positive, just give them a smile, right? It's not just that. Start to think a little bigger. You are so powerful. If you're listening to this, you are powerful because you're a human being and you have potential. So number three is generational impact. How can you, think about this, how can you impact the next generation with your life? Not just this one, not just the people around you, but the next generation. My grandfather, the reason I'm here today is because he flew a B-17 pilot. He was a pilot and flew a B-17 in World War II. He went on 55 missions so that we could be here today. That's the only reason I'm here. And I know he would want my life to be better. So when I sat down and thought, what is a full potential life? It has to be generational impact. Like, how is their life after me? How is their life going to be way better than mine? How can I make theirs way better than mine? What if you could do that? What if? What if you could leave that kind of impact for your family, for the people around you, for the people just living on this planet after us? How can we do that, right? And then number four is higher consciousness. This is kind of the pyramid of living as a human being. Now, most people think, now you want to think about this for a minute and really listen. Most people think that the top of the pyramid of living your best life is money, houses, and careers. While that's a part of life, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's not the peak of life. It's not even the top of the mountain. Most people in the culture and most in society and most people won't tell you that's not even the top of life. That's one amazing part of life. But there's something larger, and that's higher consciousness. That's waking up to the present moment. It's waking up to your true potential. It's waking up to realize we're on a spinning globe, a mud ball, and we're going around the sun. What? How did I get in this human body? How did I get in here? Who am I? What am I? Higher consciousness states. That is the true peak of being a human, is a state of being, of understanding life at a higher level. Like, what are we doing here? What do I want? Where am I going? What am I going to do with this human life? Right? The peak of human experience is not money and your career. It's this state of being that you can get to. Now, that doesn't mean that all these other areas aren't important, because they are. You can have success, do what you love, make a good amount of money, and you can have a higher consciousness state. And this is what encompasses a full potential life. Fulfillment, success, generational impact. And then the pyramid, top of the pyramid, that blissful state that they've talked about for thousands of years, that I went and studied in India and Nepal and Buddhism and Hinduism and Christianity and all these different deep religions. They talk about this type of a state of being that humans can get to. That's the top of the pyramid. But all of them are important. And I want to help you guys self-actualize. So that is what a full potential life means. Now, I want to hear from you guys. I want to take a couple minutes, and I want you to start to write down, like, what does fulfillment mean to me? So I want you to write down some experiences you want to have in life, how you want to grow in life, some contribution. How do you want to contribute? Under fulfillment, write a couple things. What does a fulfilling life mean to me? And how much time do we have, Dr. P? How much more time?
Let's say 15 minutes, or I usually let them out early. However, we're all gonna do this activity. So write it down or type it. Yay! So think about see, it's hard when you're in your 20s. I remember being in my 20s. I wanted to do whatever I wanted to do, and I did what I wanted to do. There's evidence on the internet to support that I did what I wanted to do in my 20s, and I've reached my goals too. But like, you need to think of what do you want to do, be, experience, and just do it. Because when you visualize, Eric's right, Coach Ferguson, you visualize yourself doing it, when it's time for you to take the stage, like I took the stage, but when it's time for you to get in the game, you're ready. So what is luck? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. You never know when that opportunity is gonna happen, but when you're prepared, you knock it out of the park. You get signed with a major record label. Oh, yes. Don't listen to that song. My daughter hates it. It's terrible. But it's good, but it's bad. And so we got time. We want them to write their number one, their number two, their number three, I think you need to define success. Because right now, I bet you guys have a materialistic definition of success. No? Yeah, give it to me. What's your definition of success? Success? No. Is it being happy? Could that? What do you think? What do you think? But society, we're in this freaking class called business and society. And what does society tell you is success
Money.
and business? And we're in an ethics, right? A lot of times we're in ethical gray areas to make that lots of money, you know, and whatnot. Then what? Then you're like the Bill Gates who's like, I made all this money, now let me donate and do good things because I did all these bad things. I mean, there's pros and cons, there's balance. So define success for yourself. Like what, in 5 years from now or in 10 years from now, what do you think you'll make you feel successful? I actually wanted to earn a doctorate degree. I don't remember, maybe I was an undergrad. I was like, oh, before I'm 30, I'm gonna earn a doctorate degree. That was just out of my butt. It just came out of, it was a goal I had.
Mhm.
And I was a good student. I liked going to school. That's why I'm still here. But to me, success is always learning. Always be learning. What else?
Yeah, is there anybody that would like to share one or two things and understand, you know, what this is your life, right? Nobody can tell you what you're passionate about. So what does success mean to somebody? Is there anybody that's ready to step into your full potential and just say a couple things about what success means? It can mean anything. Go for it.
The sooner you talk, the sooner we'll finish.
So I view success as having a job where I'm able to positively contribute to my culture and elevate people who are like me.
Could you say that one more time? I think that's beautiful. I couldn't quite hear all of it.
Okay, so I think success and fulfillment is having a positive impact in my culture through my job and continuing to elevate people who are like or similar to me.
Nice. Beautiful. So how does that impact other people? You know, like yeah. Yep.
Well, I mean, being Hispanic, being Mexican, I would want to give other, Hispanic women the chance to show that they can also make a difference. And, we can do stuff,
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. Beautiful. Well done. You got a leader. Awesome. Go for it. Don't stop until you accomplish it. Who else? Who else? Let's get one more person on success and then let's move to the next one. Success or fulfillment? What does that mean to you? I see a couple red shirts, a couple black shirts, black hoodie.
That's is having a set of desired goals and being able to achieve them. And I think it's as simple as that, where, for example, like I'm a college student and I think everybody in here probably wants to graduate and get a bachelor's degree. And that's just one form of success that you're trying to achieve.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Good stuff, man.
Round of applause.
Yeah, way to speak up and say your truth. Good job. Keep doing that. All right. So, yeah, next thing is generational impact. Right? So, what does generational impact mean to you? Right? And then the fourth one was this higher consciousness state. And what does that mean to you? Maybe it's something that it's the first time you're hearing this, or maybe you're a really spiritual person, or maybe you're very religious. It's totally up to you. Maybe you just relate to it like I have a purpose in my life, some kind of a higher meaning. But start to think about those two, and then maybe we'll share one from the generational impact, and then one from the higher consciousness state, what that means to you. And whoever feels called, let's do two more. So if you want to take a minute, that's fine to write it down.
There's also hacks to this too. Like you could totally be doing something that society doesn't think is like a cool job, like that kid that does recycling. Remember, I showed you guys on Tuesday, I showed him this little kid, he was like 3 years old, who wanted to do recycling, and he does this recycling program because that's like just my little nephew, he loves the garbage trucks and picking up garbage, like it. The society, like, well, being a garbage man is whatever, if he wants to be a garbage man, he can be a garbage man.
Yep.
If a kid has a successful company doing recycling and he pays you, like he comes to your house, he picks up, you get your 5 cents back for all the things, instead of it going to the trash. You know, and it's not like, you don't know what. You just have to go with like, if you feel good about something, you can make it into a business, you can make it into a living. You have to guide it, you have your passion that gives you the fuel, but you also have to have the brains to kind of guide you through how to make it happen. Can't be all passion, right? All passion, you can't be all passion, you can't be all thinking, you have to be in between.
Add them both, absolutely, absolutely.
And you can feel fulfilled, you don't know, you don't know what you're gonna be fulfilled like doing. I'm always a talker, ever since first grade. First grade, what's my skill? I talk to my neighbors. That's why I'm good at what I still do. I'm still like the 5, 6-year-old, I'm the same person. You see me talking to y'all, like, and I managed to make it a career. It's part of my career, right? So it's kind of like you're also, what did you like doing when you were a kid? Don't
Yeah.
forget who you really
Yeah.
are, what you
Yeah.
wanna do. Garbage trucks are freaking cool. I think they're cool too. Like, is the whatever, and I think it's a good thing, they do a good thing. But I don't like that people put money in the garbage, like the 5 cents, the 10 cents, all that stuff. I don't like it. And then that kid Ryan, good example. Now you guys, I don't know what you're gonna do with your lives, but just do something that makes you feel good. And that she can't answer in the front, because she's already discussed generational impact. So one person from each row is gonna talk.
All right, so
Okay, can we say your names who's spoken too, so I know your names?
my name is Lesson. So for
Lesson?
general- Lesson, yeah.
Lesson,
Lesson.
L-A, lesson.
L-A-A,
Lesson. Where are you from, Lesson?
Morocco.
Morocco. Awesome. Go
So
ahead.
for generational impact, I feel like it's a, you could leave an impact, through monetary resources or knowledge that is beneficial knowledge, So this is the way I look at it. And if I could have an impact this way, probably, I would probably love to have it, most definitely a knowledge, which is really, something valuable that people can, transform their life and it keeps going through generations. And for monetary resources, yeah, that would be another, valuable aspect.
Yep.
The next generations to keep up and, do well in life
Yeah.
and stay up and go.
Yeah. Well said. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, really having the financial means gives you the resources to do what you want. The resources to live the life you want to have, of course. And the education, that's what I'm passionate about. My generational impact, to me, the way I do it the most, is through education, through waking up people to their potential, through my coaching to help people with that. So absolutely. Well said, the education piece as well. Who's next?
Dun, 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 dun. Nothing, what gives you meaning in life?
Generational impact. How you impact the next generation.
What's meaningful in life? Pick this row, pick that row. You said one per row? At least one. Did I say one or at least one? I'm gonna have to watch the recording for that. Okay, meaning, what gives you, what do you feel fulfilled doing?
How about in the white hat?
Padre?
Yeah. What gives me meaning in life?
Yeah.
The big topic.
I know, cause when you're younger, you don't know, like, I didn't know either. I didn't
Just
know.
think about a couple of things. It doesn't have to be something, way out there. It can be, hey, my family gives me meaning in life. Hey, my girlfriend or what are some smaller things if it feels too big, what are some smaller things that give you meaning? It could be some habit you do. It could be some sport you play or anything.
I think giving like the challenges I give myself and those little challenges I create in my head and conquering them gives me meaning in life. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of get higher consciousness, actually, in my opinion, is realizing you can conquer just the things you create.
Let's go. Let's go. That was awesome. Yeah. What was your name?
Nate Steven.
Nate
Steve. Steven.
Skeeven
Steven! Steven!
with a T.
That's
We got to get the mic all the way over there. Can't hear it.
Oh,
All right, that's all right. Well done, Nate Steven. Yeah, the fears and doubts and stuff we have in our mind, overcome them. I mean, that's meaningful for sure. Love it. And that does help you get to a higher consciousness state of, oh, yeah, I understand how to overcome that now. How about the row below? What does, spiritual, what does a higher consciousness mean to you?
You know?
Yeah, higher consciousness to me means having the right intentions and doing it in the right manner. I think a lot of people start off with the right intentions in society, wanting to do good, but then in the process of that, they may do something unethical or like get off that path. So I think to me, higher consciousness is being blameless in our actions and being consistent in them.
Nice. You said blameless in our actions?
Yeah, like if someone threw an accusation, it doesn't stick because it's a consistent.
Yeah.
Character.
Yeah, nice. What are some of your intentions? Any kind of intentions you have in business, or what would be like an example of that?
I would say any values like if you want to make an impact on a certain society or have an impact on a certain culture. I think that would be the right intentions, obviously wanting to have an impact, something that's beneficial to others. And then like doing it in the right manner, like, okay, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that without stepping over people? How are you gonna do that without taking advantage of people?
Yeah.
You know, it's in a society that um kind of is very competitive, stepping over people and all these things, kind of doing things unethical, kind of stands out. But I think something that really stands out is if you're able to accomplish those things, but doing it in the right manner. I think we don't see that a lot.
One thing you'll notice about a lot of very, very successful people is what they've done with their life is, and I've been around quite a lot of very highly successful people, is they actually have provided a ton of value for the world, a ton of value in some kind of way. Some of them more ethical than others, but most of them have, in some capacity, they've given a ton of value. They've, sweat, blood, tears. They've spent a lot of energy solving some problem or giving something to the world. Some of the best entrepreneurs of all time have been people that have just given and given and given. And so you can start to look at it a little bit differently, because there can be that view of success as a negative thing, but it doesn't have to be that way. There's a lot of people out there that are doing amazing things for the world that are also successful too. So well said, well said. Keep the intentions. Keep the positive intentions. Nice, nice. All right, is that all no, we got one more row. One more row. I see 4 in that row. It's the second row. And let's say our name, when we speak. One of you four right there.
They get- I'm trying to remember everybody. James, I got like hundreds of people. Okay, we have some quiet people here, but they can talk. You know what? They don't, usually my students have to do a presentation in front of the whole class. But for this semester, I did something different, so I wouldn't make them do presentations in front of the class, because a lot of them are afraid of public speaking, but. You know, this is just a little bit of, just get a little bit of talking out. It's just us and Coach Ferguson on the camera. You're not talking in front of the whole class.
Yeah. And those little things of talking up in class, those go a long way. I'm telling you, they're like little things that'll go a long way when you step on and have the courage to say your truth. You're gonna feel better on the other side of it. It's gonna grow your character.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, for part of higher consciousness,
Yeah.
but I was saying, pushing, like you talked about, like getting out of your comfort zone, so like, pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone or what you perceive to be your limits. And then you will realize that there's a lot about your mental and physical capabilities that you would have never realized otherwise that you could do.
Absolutely. So that's your definition of higher consciousness?
About yourself, as long as you keep taking actions and pushing yourself beyond what you can do. You just keep
I love
learning.
it. I love it. Nice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it, guys. I love it. That's certainly something I've consistently pushed myself out of my comfort zone, so I can relate to that. I can relate to that. And that's an important thing to grow, to grow. So yeah, guys, I think that will kind of wrap up today. I do have also a special thing because of Dr. P is an amazing teacher and friend. I actually am deciding to give you guys a free 60-minute coaching session only for Cal State students right now. So I'm actually doing that as a high performance coach because I care about.
And whoever's here right now, they're absent, they've missed a chance.
What's that?
Just who's here right now in this class, if they're absent, they miss their chance.
Miss the chance. Yeah.
Unless you want me to, well, now, one of them told me she was gonna be absent. So whoever already told me they were gonna be absent, if somebody was absent and they didn't tell me, they can't have it. Because I specifically said we're in a communications class too. So you guys all get you got the QR code for that on your screen, or?
You want me to share my screen for that? Can I do that?
Yeah, so this way you don't have to talk in front of everybody, you can just talk to him one-on-one. Shy people.
Yep. So this is just a free coaching session, guys. So I know some of you guys talked about having some different challenges you're going through right now. Whether you'd like to talk about how can I accomplish my goals, to some people talked about making more money, some people talked about how can I get through and graduate, or anything we talked about today, any fears or challenges you want help with getting over, and what help you set your goals to accomplish them. I'm here to help you out, and I don't really do this very often, but this is a free 60-minute session to help you guys. And so here is the QR code.
See if that works.
Let me know if that is popped up. You can check out my website at fullpotentialliving.com. That's going to take you to a booking page, and you can, if you want to set up a 60-minute call, you can do that. You can just book it, pick a time. I don't have a ton of availability right now, but I am opening spots for you guys right now. So you can book that. You can also check out my website at full-potential-living.com if you just want to learn more or get inspired or get some free tools. You can do that too. So you can pull up your phone and do that. And then I just want to end on just want to hear from you guys, like a couple people, like what's your takeaway from today? Like how, how are you gonna move forward with your life, and what did you take away that you can implement in your life?
Yeah, he's got some.
So did everybody get the QR code? Are we good?
All right, you guys, I didn't get it, hold on. I don't,
Aren't you friends with them?
no, just kidding. Yes, I'm friends with him, but I just wanna do it just in case. I wanna get the QR code for the students who are gonna be absent, but did it work? How does it work?
Yeah, you can scan it on a camera on the top. On the top of it.
It might be.
Is it working?
No, it's okay, just somebody else, I'll get it offline for the students who said that they were gonna be absent, I'll get it, yes.
Did it
Did
work for anybody else, or?
everybody get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
that,
All right, and we can share that too, and if anybody wants to look at that later. So cool. Yeah. Well, this has been awesome to meet you guys and hear from your own stories and your own truth, and it's awesome to hear that. And I guess let's just end with a takeaway. Somebody want to share, like, what are you going to take away and implement in your life after this hour today? Anyone?
just make your bed, how about that? Just make your bed every morning, how about that? What else? Somebody got a better one? Somebody got a better one? Make your bed.
Oh, we got
Offer yourself to the world. Don't think that you can't contribute something because you're afraid to do it or you haven't done it before. If there's something you think you can do or offer to somebody else, do it every chance you get.
Let's go! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have the power. You have the power. You all do. You're the creator of your life. Remember that. You're the creator. You're the one that gets to decide. There's a lot of other factors in, but you can put yourself in the driver's seat and create the life you want. Anything. I want you guys to remember that. Beautiful. It's been a pleasure to meet you. I hope to see you again. I hope to see you on that free session. And in the future, anywhere. So it's been a pleasure to meet you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Live your full potential. Let's go.
I just said that. Thank you, Coach Ferguson.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I dismiss them, but then I stay after, so they're dismissed, but then I stay. You can do whatever you do. I just stay just in case somebody needs to tell me to like give them something. I don't know.
Okay.
So, yeah, I stay because sometimes I forget to grade something or whatever. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and we got drivers for next week?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Make sure that. Thank you, Namaste. Oh, yeah, it's the weekend coming up, me too, everybody be safe.
What did you play for?
Where'd you play, Ferguson?
Yeah.
Where did I play pro baseball or college?
Bro.
Pro. I played for 4 different teams, minor league teams. I played for the Gateway Grizzlies, like a AA. I played for the Trinidad Triggers. I played for the Alpine Cowboys and the Salina Stockade. So it's like the American Association. The Gateway Grizzlies was probably the best team I made it up to.
Oh, nice.
Yep. You a baseball player?
No, my best friend plays for the Padres right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Wait,
a
really?
pitcher. He's at San Antonio right now, but he's in fall ball. They invited him back to Arizona. So
Nice. That's awesome. One of my best friends was with the Pirates, and I think I might have had somebody in the Padres organization too. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, y'all's professors are ranked yoga athletes right now. know that. I'm a pro athlete now. I'm gonna make it to the top 10 next year. All right, that's it. You guys happy?
Yeah.
Yes. Have a safe weekend and then make sure we have drivers. If you wanna double up on driving, you could too. So what they do is they drive me, they man the computer. Is what I have them do. So, yeah,
Somebody's behind the camera. Can I?
yeah.
Who's
You walk,
behind the camera?
walk in front now. He was our
How's it going?
cameraman. Mr. Soto was our cameraman, our driver, computer person, yeah,
What's
so.
up, man?
How's it going?
What's your takeaway from today?
These are a lot of important things that, for sure, I've been thinking about this for a long time, in a while, but like, you're probably like you said it the most clear, if that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I've been thinking about this stuff, but I just haven't been the best to articulate it.
Yeah.
You were the best one that kind of made it super clear and understandable.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad to help you with that. Yeah. And if you want to do a coaching session, man, let me know. We can scan the QR code. We can meet and help you accomplish those goals.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm doing a little bit.
Yep. It's a limited time though.
Yeah, this is a huge, like, having a. Man, Dan, Dan Penny is my business coach, right? That guy charges 30 grand to go to his castle. So.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is, this handful, if they use it, it's gonna be valuable, so
Yeah.
use it, use the talk with.
Oh yeah, I used this paper just like yours to write on it.
It's not mine.
Oh no, sorry. Oh, it's
Oh, you
funny.
can have it, yeah,
Cool.
we're good, keep it.
What was your name? What was your name, man?
Ricardo.
Ricardo?
Yeah.
Ricardo Soto.
Yep.
Soto. Awesome. Nice to meet you, Ricardo.
Nice to meet you too, Eric.
Awesome. What's like one of those things that you got clear on?
I would say like the higher consciousness, honestly. Like I feel like, well, my personal take on it is like higher consciousness is like, I feel like you're able to kind of strip like the negative aspects of yourself, like your ego, your pride, like like you said, like anxiety, your self-doubt, like everything that's kind of holding you back. I feel like once you strip those things away from your being, I feel like you could see everything clearer and you could kind of enjoy life. And I feel like you're not afraid to take risks. You're experimental, like you'll do this, you'll do that, but like I feel like you won't get to that level until you kind of fix yourself in a way.
Yeah, I think I like to think of it more as like uncovering yourself because there's all these masks that have been put on you, which one of those is your ego and all these different ideas of people and your parents and society put on you. But the more you uncover underneath that, you're like, wait, I am this all-knowing being, actually. I am connected with God or the universe all the time. So I love that. Yeah. Yeah. And it's really an uncovering process is what I call it. But I love that. You got some knowledge about the ego and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a process. Like it's not like, like tomorrow I'll be like all better and stuff like that, but it's like a lifetime thing.
Yes.
I think
Every single day.
the sooner you get onto it, I guess the long term it's just gonna look better for you, I guess.
Yeah. It's a continuous, it's not like you reach a level and you're like, I made it. No, it's a continuous evolving and growing. There's always more. There's always a level. No matter who you are, how far you've made it, there's always another level of consciousness or success. So yeah, there's never an end to it, which makes it fun. If there were an end, we'd be like, oh well, guess I gotta move.
I'd be boring.
Yeah, I did it in life. You never get to, even people that are really super successful never get to that point because there's always another. So remember that. Nice to meet you, Ricardo.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. I love doing this. I love helping people like you guys. So love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I think I might be.
I took a little video of what I wrote on the board and I did a little video of all this. So yeah, we're good. I mean, I'll send you the video from my phone from what I wrote on the board.
Yeah.
I see, this is my generational impact, but like, they don't know that they helped me stay young.
Keep you on your toes and stuff like that.
Yeah, right? Okay. So,
It's good. I
course
can
you-
see you
are
now.
you with the books? Did you got all your points?
Yeah, I'll email you for the driver today, or what?
Email me for the driver, and then if anybody did extra credit, did you get extra credit or no? We'll discuss it next week.
Alright,
Yeah, driver, you get 10 points. And then we will need drivers for the whole rest of the semester. Is that somebody's scrunchie? So it's fun. I love it, except yeah, thanks. Namaste. And
Personal timing. What is that?
what's that?
Personal timing. What is that behind you?
Oh, personal timing. I didn't get a chance to talk to them about this, but I will. I'll talk to you guys about this.
Tuesday,
Personal timing, it's about like we go through cycles in life, because you were talking about it and that's when I wrote it down. It's about, we did this personal timing. I did this for year one right now, Ferg.
Oh,
The rest of y'all next week or whatever.
sounds good.
Yeah,
Alright, you have a nice night, okay?
thanks.
see you, Ricardo.
Hey, there.
Okay, well, personal timing, year one. Remember I told you year one?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so now you're planting your seeds and then you'll harvest in 8. So like a lot of these, there's a girl, the professional soccer player that I work with, that she was my MBA student in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's 7 years that I know her. I still know her, and I'm helping her with her brain business, her like neuro feedback stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's never ending.
We're 5.
Well, yeah, like you're a year one, so these students will probably continue to appear for the next 9 years, like, and it could be the years after,
Yeah.
you know? Okay.
Yeah.
All
Thank you
right.
so much, Papadopoulos.
All right, Ferguson. Talk to you later.
Okay. Talk to you later.
The Northern Lights were showing in Connecticut.
Tonight?
Yes, I got a text from, I don't know if you can still see it, but it was a while ago. It was this. I don't know. Can you see the red?
Yeah. What?
In Connecticut. This was Connecticut just now. Like, go outside and see if unless my friend is trolling me.
You gotta be trolling you. I've never
No,
heard that in
he can't
Connecticut.
be. No, look outside. It's Connecticut. He's outside of Krabby's. I don't know what he's talking about. He can't be. He had all the kids on here. He wouldn't have been trolling the kids too.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Hey.
Talk to you soon.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Later.